Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to Jinjin's Cosmic. If you didn't happen to be here, perhaps it's time to meet your soul. My dear Libra, I hear you, and I understand the need for brevity when the soul is eager to grasp the essence without unnecessary detours. Let's distill the profound wisdom of August 27th. Ensuring every word resonates with the intimate guiding tone you seek, while honoring the sacred pause. Before we dive into the heart of this message, if a quiet sense of recognition stirs within you right now, I invite you to declare this truth in the comments below. I am open to the quiet wisdom within. This is your gentle affirmation, a whisper to the universe. Now, my dear, listen closely. August the 27th is not merely another day. It is a meticulously circled date by the universe, reserved precisely for you. Have you felt the subtle stirrings lately? The inexplicable pull towards solitude, the profound whispers in your quieter moments? These are not coincidences. They are divine signals. And this message is your confirmation. This is a sacred appointment, a profound rendezvous your soul instinctively registered before your mind even consciously grasped it. Imagine an invisible door, one that opens but once a year, not with noise or keys, but in the profound embrace of stillness. On August 27th, this door is opening just for you, Libra. But here's the crucial truth, one often overlooked. This portal is exquisitely sensitive. Allow even a single distraction, an outside voice, another's energy, and this delicate doorway will dissipate like mist. This isn't a warning born of fear. It's an understanding of vibrational frequency. You are being asked to hold your energetic field steady, pure, and undisturbed. This is why the universe calls you to stay home, to be alone. The Moon, Neptune, and Pluto are aligning in a deep emotional trine, stirring your inner waters not to drown you, but to lovingly cleanse what no longer serves. You may feel emotions rising, memories surfacing, an undeniable pull to reflect, to cry, to release. This is not an unraveling. It is a sacred baptism, an activation, and it must unfold away from the world's gaze. The version of you that constantly seeks external harmony and validation while beautiful is weary. On this day, that aspect is invited to rest, allowing a deeper, unfiltered, sovereign self to gently emerge. If you already feel this stirring within your chest as I speak, remember your earlier declaration in the comments. I am open to the quiet wisdom within. It is your energetic signature on the profound contract the universe offers. And understand this, beloved Libra. Every moment you share here, with a like, a comment, a subscription, you are nurturing a movement, a sacred space where astrology illuminates the path to healing. Your presence means more than you know. Remain with me, for what unfolds is far more extraordinary than anything you've imagined. Take a breath. Let the world's clamor recede. This message was written just for your soul. There is a specific kind of silence, a sacred stillness, that makes space for the extraordinary. On August 27th, that stillness becomes the signal, unlocking what has awaited you beyond your inner door. The celestial alignment opens an energetic spiral within your subconscious that responds not to action or logic, but only to profound presence. Think of yourself as a finely tuned, ancient instrument. Should another's energy touch yours on this pivotal day, through conversation, expectation, or even subtle emotion, they inadvertently yet profoundly retune you. The pristine clarity meant for you becomes static. This is why silence is not just peace, it is precision. Being alone is not avoidance. It is profound alignment. The more you embrace solitude, the more available you become for what is meant to find you in privacy. We often miss divine timing not from unwillingness, but from entanglement in others' noise. August 27th is a sacred intersection between clarity and clutter, and only those who honor the pause will witness the breakthrough. Even the law of attraction shifts today. It's not about striving to pull things towards you, but becoming so quiet, so still, that what is already destined for you can unmistakably recognize you. That is the true magic, miracles born of surrender, not striving. We are taught to do more to become more, but in higher energetic laws, sometimes the bravest act is simply to be. Be with yourself, your breath, the divine quiet awareness. That is where healing rushes in. Many feel an inexplicable pull to stillness, to cancel plans. This is the signal, the gentle tug of a new timeline. What if this is the day your higher self scheduled your rebirth? What if the silence you instinctively shy away from is the only space where your soul can truly speak again? You don't need dramatic signs, Libra. Honor the gentle ones. Trust that what's unfolding behind life's curtain is more meaningful than anything you've lost. Even if no one else understands your stillness, you will know in your body, your breath, your peace, that you answered the call. That call was never loud. It was always soft, always quiet, always waiting for you to slow down just enough to hear it. August 27th is not meant for conventional clarity. It is a day for raw, unfiltered revelation. Emotions may flood you. Memories resurface without logic. Tears may flow without context. Yet all of it is purposeful. All of it is sacred. What feels like chaos is your soul shedding protective layers. You've worn masks. The peacemaker, the agreeable one. Not out of deceit, but survival. While they once offered belonging, they muffled your truth. This celestial alignment brings it all to the surface. It's not neat, not linear, nor is it meant to be. This is your soul's detox, not a flaw in alignment, but evidence that alignment is happening. During these vulnerable hours, resist the urge to explain or rationalize your emotions. Let them simply be. Your nervous system may feel overwhelmed, your heart raw, as your energetic body undergoes a profound reset. Ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to free me from? This question alone can shift everything, for emotions are messengers, and today they speak with profound clarity. Transformation rarely looks graceful. Growth often shows up as disorientation, tears, or an unbreakable silence. Yet, it is still progress. Trust is your anchor now. Not blind trust, but embodied trust, built by staying present with yourself when everything feels unfamiliar. You may not understand what's shifting, but you can believe it is serving you. The darkness you might feel isn't here to hurt you, Libra. It is a messenger, a quiet hand offering a long-forgotten box, sealed with pieces of yourself you once hid. Your raw feelings, quiet dreams, unspoken truths, all tucked away because you thought the world couldn't handle them. But now, in this cosmic stillness, the lock has come undone. Your soul whispers, it's time to come home to yourself. Imagine your inner world as a house. You've decorated the rooms you show to others, but deep within, a rarely opened door holds everything you've suppressed. Anger, disappointment, the complexity of your identity. On this day, that door creaks open, not forced, but because the energy is finally safe enough for what's inside to step forward. Repressed emotion doesn't vanish. It waits. Today, those feelings don't need to hide. You might feel a tightness, cry without knowing why. recall old conversations. These aren't signs of the falling apart. They are signs of something coming back to life. It isn't always easy to sit with what arises, but you are being asked to listen differently, to stay present, not to fix, but simply to say, I hear you now. That's all your soul has waited for, to be heard, not filtered, to be loved, not explained. A quiet miracle unfolds when silence is honored. Consider recording your thoughts or journaling. What did I give up just to feel accepted? Let the answers flow without judgment. Real is where freedom begins. The breakthrough often arrives in quiet moments, in a wilderness where no one is watching. You've been drawn into a spiritual pause, not lost, but remembering the way back to yourself. Trust that you are not being swallowed by darkness. You are being stretched by your light. As you navigate August 27th, your sensitive energy field becomes a finely calibrated transmitter. Everything you feel, say, think, or absorb is magnified, imprinted into your future. Even the smallest external disruption can shift the frequency you've been aligning with. This isn't fear. It's energetic physics. You're not just attracting, you're shaping. Manifestation today is about holding your field so steady that what you're destined to receive can locate you. When another's energy enters your field, even kindly, it ripples, blurring your vision. Solitude is not isolation, it's spiritual hygiene. You're protecting the blueprint of something divine. Numerologically, 2 + 7 = 9, a number of closure, ending cycles, returning to yourself. You are completing an inner chapter, one that cannot be carried forward with lingering attachments or background noise. Your spirit is clearing space, and it can only do so in silence. So many abandon transformation by stepping out too soon, checking one message, making one compromise, dropping the vibration just enough to delay what was meant to reach them. You deserve more than almost. Ancient wisdom speaks of being taken into the wilderness, not to punish, but to purify. Your bedroom, your sacred corner. This is your wilderness day. Be mindful. Turn off notifications. Leave texts unanswered. Let the world think you've gone quiet because you're being rewritten. What's arriving needs space, stillness, an unshaken vessel. And when the moment passes, no one will truly understand what happened, but you will. You'll carry it in your clarity, your peace, the subtle shift in your gaze. Because you stayed, you honored, you trusted. A quiet preparation happens when no one watches. A sacred reshaping when your soul can finally breathe without explanation. If recent days felt like a soft unraveling, you're being lovingly reassembled. This is calibration, not chaos. You're not forgotten. You're being sealed, protected, realigned to rise truer than ever. This energetic window activates dormant codes in your spirit. You're not asked to act or perform, but to allow. Allow what no longer fits to fall away, the layers worn for peace to dissolve, so the version who simply is can emerge. Divine timing doesn't arrive with a trumpet. It slips in during the hush between heartbeats. This is your invitation, Libra, not to do more, but to come closer to yourself. The rebirth is spiritual, energetic, irreversible. Tomorrow, your gaze will hold a new softness, a peace that settles when the only validation you seek is your soul's quiet nod. From that place, every choice aligns effortlessly. You no longer bend to the world, you shape it from within. Quiet rituals are powerful. You don't need grand ceremonies, just intention, safe space, a real breath, lighting a blue or white candle, sitting in silence for 27 minutes, journaling about what you gave up for acceptance. These are transformative. They remind your nervous system you are safe. Remember, you don't need approval to evolve, permission to be new, or understanding to be real. Say it to yourself today. I do not need to be accepted. I only need to be seen by me. That's where your power lives now. You are your own mirror. If you've made it this far, your heart knows what your mind accepts. This day is about something sacred pulling you inward. You're not being removed from life, but chosen for something deeper. Not silenced, but sealed in a sacred room where transformation requires only your honest presence. You're becoming new, remembering who you were before the world taught you to forget. Awakening isn't always clear. Sometimes it's confusion, exhaustion, being undone. But in those moments, grace moves. Trust this process. Sit through the silence. Listen to your soul's whispers. And you'll emerge cleansed, crowned with truth, clarity, your own radiant rhythm. What version of yourself are you willing to meet today? Are you ready to let go of who you thought you had to be, to become who you were born to be? What would shift if you stopped chasing alignment and started allowing it? You're not here by accident. You were guided by your own divine timing. The part of you seeking highest light. That part brought you here. Listen to it. Now, make it personal. Comment below. I am ready to receive the next version of me. Let this be a seed, for when you declare it, you open the door and the universe walks in. If this message resonated, like it. Subscribe to Zodiac Whisper Tarot and share with someone quietly transforming. This space exists for hearts like yours. Thank you for being here, for showing up for yourself. Carry this knowing. You're not behind, not lost, not late. You're right on time, guided not by noise but by light. Take one last breath. Let it echo in your soul. August 27th is not for movement, it's for return. Not to the world, but to yourself. I await your review, dear one.